Hey everyone, welcome to yet another Pro Data commentary done by Luminous. I'm joined by LD as we cast Keita versus EZstyle for the DreamHack Qualifiers final. This is Qualifiers number 2. I think there's a couple more to go. But for today, this is a best of 3 series, game at number 1. What's up, LD?
Not too much. We're seeing exclusively pushing heroes banned out here, actually, and it looks like Syllabear was the first ban for Keita. Not sure if they know something about EZgosu that we do not. Syllabear has generally not been getting banned at all, and if he does get banned, it's normally later on in the draft. So, all pushing heroes for now. We're going to see if that continues as the draft progresses.
Man, the hero to ban is that one-man Black Hole Enigma. That thing turned games around. It literally turned games around. No joke intended. Chen and Furion is the ban here for EZgosu, or EZstyle. Keeping, don't need to fancy it up in terms of the ban stage. The good old stables, Broodmother getting banned as well. Lycanthrope gets the axe, which a little bit surprising given the fact they do have first pick. Another team that bans
Does anybody want to first pick Lycan?
No, it's not that good.
So far, we're not seeing it. Oh man, I'm not too surprised, but that is quite a trend. We've been seeing some teams here or there will at least force their opponents to use that first ban on Lycan, but not the case today, and so far it's worked out reasonably well. Some teams have won with it, some have lost, so it doesn't seem to be costing teams games or winning them games.
Actually, I've been casting more I think I cast more Panda games than Lycan games, and Panda just came out today.
Well, maybe the players want to give the viewers a show. Panda is certainly one of the more exciting heroes to watch. So far, that's been the case. Invoker is the final ban. Very standard bans here. Really nothing unusual at all. The only thing is that Lycan was banned when you first pick, which is a little unusual, but not too surprising.
All right, so what's the first pick here for Keita? Any big OP heroes still left in the pool?
Well, there's that Enigma, and for anyone who didn't catch the reference earlier, EZgosu, who are playing on the Dire, played a very nice Enigma. Tainted Gold was that Enigma. He went solo mid. Not the most common position, at least recently, for Enigma, but it's been very effective for them in that game. A lot of one-hero black holes, but they made them count. They turned them into Roshan attempts. They turned them into towers, and ultimately won them the game. I also want to mention that Riki is available, and Korok looked very strong in Riki. There were only 2 kills that entire game he was not participating in.
Yep, something like 23, 4, and 9. Something ridiculous kill amounts. Tidehunter is going to be the opening pick here for the Keita squad. Meanwhile, we have Leshrac and Darkseer, I do assume. No, it's going to be Windrunner instead. Also a very, very strong choice. But I think if you give away Darkseer and Tidehunter, I think Keita's got the team fight on lockdown, right?
Well, maybe that's not the direction that EZgosu wants to go for. They show that they like teamfight in some situations, but that doesn't mean that's the only style they know how to play. Once you give away Tidehunter and you don't pick up any big teamfight heroes in that second, in those next 2 picks, then you probably aren't going to be looking to out teamfight your opponents. They could try. I just don't think it's the right way to go.
Well, we'll see how it goes here. Sand King's definitely been trendy lately as well. Shadow Demons had a lot of, I guess some teams favoring them, some other teams just totally ignored them. Seems like these 2 teams, neither of them really care about Shadow Demon. No bans early, no picks early either. Reiki has been making a comeback, at least today, but been fading away a while. Venomancer could be a pick here, so there's a lot of choices for Keita. This is formerly Yubo, or perhaps better known as Yubo. Bonjajajaja, Wall Eater, Quicks, Destiny, and Nikwa. So it is going to be team fight. Wow!
I don't think you're out team fighting that. Holy crap.
Well, I mean, really, you have an easy out. All you have to do is pick Silencer, and there goes your team fight. To be honest, I've not seen Silencer in a Pro Dota 2 game yet. So I think this can be a place to jam it in, but of course Silencer doesn't actually give you anything else besides that global.
Yeah, well, not only Silencer, you could also go for something like Skeleton King. That's a decent way to deal with these big team fight ults. Basically, you allow them to kill you once, then you come back to life, and you destroy them on the second attempt, or that's the idea anyway. Of course, easier to talk about than to execute in practice. At this point, we are going to be looking for EZgosu's 3rd hero. I'm curious if they're even going to make any attempts at team fight. Will they go for Sand King? Will they just go all in with these strong lane controllers?
Yeah, there's a couple of ways to fight this. I do like the Skeleton King one. Or you can maybe go for Lifestealer plus other BKB buyers. I think BKB is just a very, very good way to deal with this. Sure, Black Hole will still get you, but the Vacuum really don't hurt. The Ravage really don't hurt. Or you could go for mobile lineup, Storm Spirit, the Mirana. Just a lot of choices, and Painted Gold is considering them slowly as he is going into the bonus time.
Nope. Panda Brewmaster, so they're going for a much more ganking-oriented lineup. Sure, Panda can team fight, but he's at his best in smaller engagements where he can lock down one hero, kill off another, and then come back to clean up the fight.
I disagree completely. I feel like he's a team fight specialist. You blink and you slow the team, you ultimate, and that's your team fight. I mean, what is Enigma going to do? Black Hole does not do anything against the Panda Spirits, neither will Ravage or Vacuum. So, seems like this is going to be the big disruptor in a team fight. For second game today, we're going to see Pandaran Brewmaster making a comeback.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess it depends on how the team fights break down, but certainly Panda can be effective in them. Where will Keita go from here? They don't have a carry yet. Riki is in the pool. Of course, we have some bans to go first. I think both teams would love to have Riki on their side. Very powerful against all these casting heroes.
Yeah, Stormster is going to get the ban here. Of course, protecting that Enigma. Stormster, one of the counter picks against Enigma to zip behind Enigma, get a pull off. Now, earlier before this game happened, I was actually chilling with the viewers out there and just talking about Dota and amongst other topics. I do believe Sniper could actually make an appearance here. And now that's just me theory crafting, but in some teams they like to use Sniper to actually counter pick against Enigma. Headshot is a way to deal with it, although that's getting really out there. But Sniper is a decent BKB buyer as well. Just throwing that one out there. I'm throwing all these fancy picks: the Silencer, the Sniper. One man can dream. One man can dream.
Maybe we'll see a Huskar.
Maybe it will not. Maybe it will not.
Yeah, I don't think he really fits into this game. Let's see. Well, we still have 2 more bans to go. We're going to see Tinker get banned out. Strong solo heroes appear to be the strong solo heroes and gankers, I should say. Storm and Tinker, not only good gankers, also have a lot of global reach. Tinker with, of course, the ability to spam those boots of travel once he buys them. Storm with the extremely long initiation range. I like the Storm ban whenever you have an Enigma on your team, or we saw earlier Darkseer can be shut down quite hard by Storm. That was when 4FC was playing against him. So I think that's a pretty smart ban.
Yep. And once you get Pandaran Brewmaster, the only thing you gotta really worry about is control of that cooldown of the ultimate. But that worry generally is not going to happen this game, considering that on the enemy side, there's way longer cooldown on their ultimates. So, I mean, you could just blow your ultimate for a team fight or a small-scale engagement if you need it. Vengeful Spirit, another ban protecting that Enigma. So it seems like they have big plans for this Enigma. And Enigmas of late, we haven't seen it do too well. A lot of teams just pick Enigma for the pushing power and also for the black hole, but really the pushing is what they want and is what they need. Morphling is going to get banned here by Painted Gold.
Well, speaking of Enigma's enemies, Beastmaster's in the pool. He synergizes pretty nicely with both lineups. I could see him fitting into either one.
I think Beastmaster is a little bit too single target to fit in a game like this. I mean, both teams wants a little bit more AoE. And I mean, Beastmaster will lock down one hero, but it's just one. So Shadow Shaman, as they say that lock down one hero, they're going to go with the one hero lockdown specialist, the Shadow Shaman. So we're going to have Hex and Shackle. Seems like they want to add a little bit of pushing power into their lineup as well. Of course, it's going to be a decent Arcane Boots buyer, and I wonder how they're going to win.
He's not a bad team fighter. Super Shock does a lot of damage early, and of course you do not want to fight in the shadow of the wards unless you're very far ahead. So actually can be a pretty strong team fight contributor. Neither team has picked up a hard carry yet, so I think that's available to both of them if they want to go that way. But for all we know, Keita, who I believe you said is formerly known as U-Boat, could go for an all-in kind of early game lineup. Krista made in the pickup. Still nobody revealing what they want to do for a carry. Riki in the pool. He's probably the most notable popular carry of late. Of course there is Anti-Mage, but to pick him when Riki's available is pretty dangerous.
I think the Shadow Shaman pickup is more used as his initiator. It will be very surprising if Keita does not first buy a Blink Dagger in a hero. I feel like you want the Shadow Shaman to blink in Hex the Panda, so you'll immediately follow up. Because if he gets his ultimate off, your team fight's done. I'm talking about Keita here. So it's very important to shut down the Panda. I still believe in the depths of my heart, Silencer will just shut down the entire lineup easy. Any of these lineup will get shut down. Any silencing effect will be good, whether it's going to be a Smoke Cloud, a Raining Rift. You know, it's all very strong. Yeah, there you go. Silence from the Bricky.
Well, the flavor of the month continues to be popular today. It's more like a flavor of the day at the rate the picks are fading in and out of popularity. Either way,
It's
Riki
a
has
flavor.
picked up.
It's a flavor.
Curious to see how does EZgosu look to counter it, because now not only do you have a great team fight, you have the very strong and mobile ganker, who can carry pretty well. We saw Korok was really effective. So nice job denying that to EZgosu, also getting it for themselves.
Yeah, I wonder how Keita's going to be laning this now. All four of these first four picks can be played as a support, can be played as a solo. We've seen it many different times. Some could go in a jungle, some could solo mid. The versatility is there. And I wonder who's going to get the support role. Enigma can be it, Tai can be it, Shadow Shaman can be it. And of course Riki will be getting the farm. The quick diffusal blade is going to be his item choice. A quick BKB afterwards would not be surprising. But seems like EZgosu is going to be going just for early game. They want the lanes. They will get the lanes. Crystal Maiden Panda is a strong lane. Less solo, Windrunner solo with Enchantress in the jungle. Pretty decent if you ask me.
Yeah, at this point, it's going to be real hard to win those big team fights if you're not ahead. So they're going to go all in and try to get ahead. Let's introduce the players. Mikey playing the Crystal Maiden, Painted Gold playing the Leshrac. Looks like he'll be rushing a bottle. Korok on the Panda, Last Hit Magic on the Enchantress. Picks up a smoke to start the game, and Face, who someone said was Moon Meander, but I'm not sure if that's actually true, is going to be playing that Windrunner.
Is it a construction going on at your house, or...?
It actually is. I can lower my microphone. If it gets bad, you can just mute me in solo cast.
Well, we'll see. It's okay for now. Wall Eater's going to be playing the Riki Quicks. Is that how you pronounce it? Quicks? Quicks playing the Shadow Shaman. Destiny. What a cool name. Playing the Enigma. We have Banja playing the Tai Hunter. On the top lane here, seems like Nikwa is going to be playing the Darkseer.
Uh-oh, both teams about to run into each other. Windrunner going to be initiated on Riki. Riki does a blink so he can get away. Mikey coming in with the backstab, dropping a Nova, but he is able to blink out. Will that be end of the chase? Looks like EZgosu really wants to continue, but I don't think they're going to catch anyone, so a narrow escape there. Tidehunter almost getting caught, able to just get out of range.
Okay, that thing is getting a little bit annoying.
Alright,
we'll see.
Yeah.
If there's too much complaint...
If it gets really bad, just tell me to mute my mic.
Yeah.
I can't do anything about it, though.
Yeah. Alright, let's look at how we're going to be laning here. Windrunner seems like it's going to be going up top. We're going to have Pink Painted Go on the mid lane. He solo mid last time as well. Quick bottle rushes his item build. I'm going to have a tri-lane bot, offensive jungling, with the Enchantress. Enchantress actually warding off a couple of her own camps. No. There's one ward here, one over here. I think that might actually block the spawn of this one. Didn't be close, but well, Enigma's going to block it right now. Yeah, that's blocked. Okay. What a awkward way to lane the Enchantress. Enchantress is gonna they're gonna meet up right here. Enchantress is gonna try to enchant low ground, but it's too far away. Enchant.
Oh, this is really gonna get on Destiny's nerves.
Yeah. No, he's too far away, and he's gonna get the last nice micro here by Destiny. Oh, I want to say that he's nice. Not gonna lose any Eidolons. Takes a little bit of practice to do that. Mio Enchantress just can't find a creep anywhere. And the question remains: will this ward block that camp? Looks like it does. Wow. No, never mind. Okay, it's all a distraction.
Speaking of distractions, this construction work very distracting for me. We are seeing some pulling in the top lane. Tidehunter going to be looking to get some levels. Meanwhile, Riki getting back to the tower, already level 2, going to be hitting level 3 in short order. So despite having a double melee lane, they're getting good experience early on. One of the benefits to this Radiant Suicide lane is they are able to pull that big camp. Windrunner fighting over it a little bit. So far it seems like the trades are pretty even overall. Enchantress going to be the wild card here, as she usually is. Like Chen, if she gets off those early ganks, the game will go strongly in their favor. If not, they could have a lot of trouble.
We're going to have a gank against Nikwa on the bot lane. They have Nova, Bite, and a Clap. That should be enough if you actually keep him in position, though. Nikwa stays back. He doesn't have any Observer Wards to help him scope it out, but with good map awareness, he should be enough to survive. Back in the mid lane here, Quicks versus the Painted Go. As we see Painted Go picking up a bottle, he is not going to be a Golden Lightning build. We've seen Lesh go in the mid lane many times before, but it's always a Lightning build. I guess he wants to go for early game pushing, so even though he's going to suffer a little bit in terms of creep equilibrium and whatnot, he wants to actually make sure he could push when given the chance to do so.
Yeah, he went for level 2 stun. It does get a much larger AoE at level 2, which makes it easier to land. It's still decent for pushing. First blood actually happening on the bottom lane. So Darkseer does go down to that tri-lane.
Yep, a
I
lot
don't
of
know if you
nukes.
caught that, but I definitely missed it.
I was on top of that. A lot of nukes, a lot of stuns, and all they needed was the nuke damage and getting the kill there. Meanwhile, on the top, though, Winrunner having a tough time pulling up the level 1 camp. Somehow got to level 2, but I guess that will be delaying the creep a little bit. I think he wants to deny this creep. It's not going to deny unless he's going to do another elaborate pull. I've seen players, pull the high level camp here, or maybe pull the camp here, and just basically destroy a good deal of the creep wave. Because the enemy side will be pulling as well.
This tactic works a lot better if you have another hero doing it, because you're so far away from the tower that you're going to miss out on that EXP just running over. But hey, it's better than getting killed off.
Yep.
So, in the bottom lane, it looks like the push will continue. Enchantress having 2 creeps up. This is one of the reasons why Enchantress is a little bit stronger early than Chen, because she can get 2 creeps faster. She can actually get up to 3. Going to be pushing this bottom tower. Darkseer can't do too much to defend it. He's going to put the Ion Shell on the Ursa, but of course a nice micro will make that irrelevant.
And he's going to drop a clap, doing some little bit AoE damage before microing it back away. Back in the top lane here, maybe we're going to see a kill attempt against Winrunner. It's going to be really, really hard. You're going to have to drop the Cloud in first, and it seems like Ricky does have a single level of it. A lot of players have been really taking, I guess...
Oh, action middle lane. Painted Gold picks up a solo kill against Shadow Shaman. Hitting level 5 off of that, so big kill coming out. Shadow Shaman's wards will be delayed just a little bit more. Meanwhile, on top, it looks like the backstab is about to commence. Do they have her in a Basilius? I don't think they do.
I think they might make a dive here from Destiny. But really, yeah, they need to push a little bit more. Maybe Gush and force him to use a Windrunner first. Windrunner's going to go back, and I think she is going to be safe.
Gank. Will they continue?
Yeah, there's Painted Go. He's grabbed himself a haste tree and looks like he's going to race his way up top. Haven't popped the haste yet. No, he's going to back off and maybe come the other way to not get scouted. But I think they know. I think they know.
Yeah, it's a trade-off right now, but until you kill the Windrunner, it's looking pretty good. Painted Gold did do a nice job middle, getting that early kill on Shadow Shaman, who's now just playing catch-up. He's got the haste already, distracts all 3 heroes for a little bit, taking some pressure off of the Windrunner, who's looking for level 5. That'll give him a little bit more anti-pushing ability. Darkseer doing what, meanwhile, has managed to hit level 5 and is doing what he can to keep this push from coming to his tower.
Yeah, neither tri-lane has been too effective, although as I say that, we're going to see Keita make a dive here. There's a Cloud, we're going to have a Malefice just to raw, there's a Gush as well. Going to Windrun, and that's going to keep her alive, but that's, well, Angry Smash will actually hit through your Windrunner despite being a physical-based move, so that is going to get them killed. But I want to talk about the mid lane a little bit as we experience some big lags. That's just me, right?
No, I am lagging as well. Players pause it. Fortunately, nobody died because of that lag, but... it's never pleasant when you're trying to get into a good rhythm to deal with these.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a spike earlier.
There's a spike, and we're going to have a go. The most important thing about solo mid is that if you ever get a solo kill against the enemy squad, you basically won the lane. And that's exactly what Painted Gold has done. He won the lane against the Quicks, and Quicks is now a full level behind, despite the fact that Painted Gold actually roamed away for a while as well. So you see this advantage will start to add up. Enchantress jungling it up. He got the best ganking creep that he can get against Darkseer. So do you look towards a gank against Nikwa? Nikwa, life expectancy not too long. Let's see how he's going to squirm his way out of this one.
Top tower is taking a lot of damage now. Enigma Eidolon's doing a good job of pushing that. So Keita actually the ones who are really getting the early push going here. I expect to see Leshrac maybe team up with the Enchantress. In fact, we're seeing that now. Mikey also in the party. They're headed mid. Shadow Shaman going to have to play very defensively. Seems like he knows something is up. He's heading back to the tier 2. Meanwhile, the tier 1 is being pressured, so it is a bit of a trade. Honestly, I don't think EZgosu needs to get a kill here. They could just show up mid and push the tower, but it seems like they want to do both.
Yeah, they want to definitely do both here. As we see, Quicks is going to pick himself a boots as he walks around, maybe a teleport scroll, a very, very good choice. Seems like this throw is about to time out, so they gotta make it quick. Here comes another second of Diabolic Edict. There's a glyph. Painted Gold taking some big damage from the tower, but here comes the barrage of creeps. And Quick sees that, just have to back off. He's not gonna go for the deny. There's a net, there's a Nova, and a net. Are we gonna have any follow-up stun? There's gonna be a, no, bite is not gonna be there. There's gonna be stun. Nice war trap on Mike. He's forced to TP out, but the nether shock. Wow, what a great play here from Quicks. He did use his ultimate, but that kill was really nice. Back on the top lane here, seems like Keita's going to last at that one. Yes, he does. And the push commenced on both sides of the team.
I'm taking a look at the level distribution right now. Painted Gold is leading the way at level 7, but everyone else on this team is lagging a bit behind. Meanwhile, Riki, Shadow Shaman, and Darkseer, all level 5 or higher. Darkseer probably about to hit 6. Yeah, he's pretty close. So I want to say the levels are a tiny bit in favor of Keita, but until they get that Black Hole and the Ravage up, they're really not going to be at full strength. With Shadow Shaman wards down, he's just going to be farming. You don't have to worry about him pushing too much. There's also absolutely 0 wards up right now, so that's going to be the highest priority for both teams to get those wards up.
Moving on the bot lane here, Painted Gold like a ninja, hiding away Diabolic, eat it in a splitter if that's gonna hit, and that will be enough damage. Look at the big burst of damage coming in. Neek was at full HP, almost close to it. But that was enough for Painted Gold to get that kill. His Arcane Boots coming out cooldown, will be popping it and balling up. Is he gonna go back to base? I think he could just stay around. Yeah, he's gonna pop it for his friend. And they're gonna try to push the tier 1 bot as we see Enchantress joining, dominating a couple of creeps. And I think this tier 1 tower will be going down as well. The question is, will the Radiant defend that tower, or will they try to push down tier 2 on the top lane?
I don't think they can defend without Ravage or Black Hole. They at least want to have one of those spells for a big tower dive. Brewmaster is level 6, so that makes it even more important to have those. Otherwise, you have no chance of picking him off before he drops his ultimate. Tower's going to go down basically for free. Gosu maybe going to go for a tier 2. If you give this up, then things are looking a little bit tough for you in terms of map control.
Lesh did TP out, so they did lose some strong pushing power there, but they do have a couple of AoE spells. They do have Enchantress as well. Drums is going to be Kurox's first item choice. I like this choice a lot, give him some stats to work with, but more importantly, give them the access to the mana pool to use his full combo, and I don't really have to worry about, you know, chasing but not having enough mana for clap or whatever else. Of course, the chase is another big part of Kurox's game, and having drums helpful for that as well. And Nikwa, again, there's a bite to actually get close to him. The ultimate being used. Vacuum not going to do too much. There's a stun on Nikwa, enchant on him as well. He's going to go down for sure. Actually, Crystal Maiden went down to the tower. That tower mass strong right now. But regardless, they will actually push down this tier 2 tower now. On the mid tower, a little bit of trouble. Wards is going to get dropped down. Women trying her best to defend, really, but she's got to just leave there. So a really quick action in terms of this game. Actually, the bot tower is still very healthy in terms of HP. We have a disconnect from Destiny. Tower gets denied here by Windrunner. Wow. I'm sure that pause and the whole the disconnect is yeah.
Windrunner is going to have to book it out of here. Has picked up the phase boots. Of course, still hasn't used Windrun. Very stealthy deny, and honestly, I'm a little surprised they didn't try to scout that out. Generally, teams will do that when they're pushing down mid-tower on the Dire side or on the Radiant side. They'll check in the trees behind it to make sure nobody's looking for the deny. But with no vision spells, it's a little bit more difficult. Riki is level 7, by the way. He has maxed out Blink Strike, so a very aggressive early game build. Generally, when Riki goes for backstab, he tends to farm a little more. And with Blink Strike, he has the option to gank if he wants to. He can gank with lower levels in Blink Strike, but it's got a much longer cooldown. Makes it hard to chase. Makes it hard to finish heroes off quickly without some team initiation. So we'll see what he chooses to do, but the option is there if they want to fight bottom. Ravage still not online though. Black Hole is. They could try and pick a fight with Panda ult down. I think this is the time to be very aggressive while that ult is down.
Painted Gold definitely very aggressive against the tower, though. The tower fighting back with his shots, doing some big damage to Painted Gold. Meanwhile, top tower Kurok is still wearing that one away. He's got how much gold? He's got his Tress finish and 700 gold. We'll be working for the first and second blades, but the initiation will be coming on the bot. 5 guys here for EZgosu. Shackle shot's gonna land right there. There's no black hole. They're gonna try to nuke down quick. Whatever his name is, he just died. Mass teleport coming in right now. Again, Bonja Jija, no ultimate. Black hole Islam, no blink dagger just yet. Destiny walking in. He's going to eat a shackle to the face. Wall Eater in position as well. But we do have Sentry Ward. Mikey completely prepared. EZgosu showing some poise right here on the bot lane.
Yeah, they're very committed to this push. 5 heroes here. While they don't have the Panda ult, I don't think they necessarily need it either. Edict so much damage early on. Going to be dangerous for Enigma to walk in. Riki probably going to have to initiate with Cloud. Sentry Ward getting dropped right as the tower dies is able to link away.
Yep.
Man, this push is absolutely brutal from EZgosu now.
I'm about to say the next push with the Panda ult up, maybe they should even go for high ground. A little bit, I mean, that's a big play, but, you know, it's possible, especially when you have Panda ult. And especially when Tidehunter did not pick up the Ravage yet. I was going to say, judging from how he started in an early game on the top lane, I thought he's going to pick up a quick level 6, but has been really stymied since that. He's got to do jungle his way up to 6. And right now, you know, EZgosu getting whatever exterior towers that they can. They're going to try to get top tower very soon as well. Looking at tower count, 1, 2, 3 towers down here for the Radiant side, and only 2 down here for the Dire. And Dire leading by a measly 500 gold.
Yeah, the gold difference isn't what matters right now. It's the map control. With these towers going down, it's just dangerous for Keita to do anything. With the team fight lineup, you really want to make sure that you get good initiation, or that if you get initiated on, you're prepared to counter. As the towers go down, that becomes more difficult. With the Sentry Wards littered everywhere, Riki constantly has to be careful about his farm. For now, we're going to see another lag spike.
Item
For
progressions.
me.
We have phase boot. No, it's for everyone. We have phase boot here for the Brewmaster. We have a point booster being picked up for Pain to Go. And the other items, we have another phase boot on Windrunner. So mobility is the name of the game. Still haven't popped that drum charge just yet. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we have a lot of emo rings for mana, and that's pretty much it. Arcane Boots #1 finish on Shadow Shaman. I gotta say right now, Dire's making better use of the gold. I see better aura items, I see better chasing items, and that's going to extend their lead if all goes right. The push is coming on the top side, but we have teleportation here. Tidehunter again not level 6, although he's getting closer. Second glyph is going to get baited. Karok still running around. He will have his ultimate for the next team fight.
Finally, the Ravage is online. I mean, it's actually not that late for a support Tidehunter. It just feels late because of how aggressively EZgosu is pushing.
Let's see if EZgosu is going to just completely go passive now, even though the Tidehunter, once they realize the Tidehunter ultimate is up, seems like no, they're feeling confident. Again, that Panda ultimate is kind of an answer to everything. Answer to Black Hole, answer to Ravage. Seems like they want to make a go at it, but you got to be careful if you're Mikey or Last Hit Magic. You guys are not tank at all. You can go down very easily.
TP does come into the top lane. Riki joining the fight. They're going to smoke up. There is a sentry ward here, so let's see if Riki runs into it. He does run into it. Will he get stunned is the question. Enigma looking for a black hole. Ravage going to be dropped. Cloud as well. Brewmaster getting focused down. Who said he was the counter to everything? Apparently not working out in this fight. Darkseer, no wall just yet. Enigma getting chased down. Leshrac doing all kinds of damage. Same with the Chantress. Cleaning up the Radiant Heroes. It looks like Riki did manage to pick someone off. I believe that was the Crystal Maiden. The chase continues on the Darkseer. Gush coming out on the Painted Gold. Good lord, how is he not out of mana yet? Oh my god, taking so much damage from the from the Riki. He's gonna go down as well with that Cloud. Panda bought back from the looks of it. He's back in the fight. He's still got the ultimate. He probably just gonna use it to get these kills, or is he? Riki going in again. Oh my god, this Riki doing so much damage. Nice power shot from Face. Gonna clean him up.
I question the choice of Riki running back in the fight after he got surged. I guess he felt like he'd get a couple kills, but the power shot from Windrunner was able to clean up. Of course, Karok with the buyback, even though it cost a big gold, was able to get a lot of Cisco and EXP in return. I believe that's completely worth it. His ultimate is not off cooldown, and that's what I meant about the Radiant side, about the Shadow Shaman, and of course picking up the Silence. If you can pick off Karok before he uses his ultimate, his hero is not that good. It's a heavy investment into that ultimate. Couple teleportation coming, Karok might actually have to use his ultimate here to actually make it live. There's a vacuum backwards. Here comes the Shadow Shaman. There's a Hex. We're going to see a Shackle soon. There's a Shackle on Karok. Shackle Shot's going to cancel that one. And now Windrunner's going to back the hell out of.
They could have maybe turned that around, but Korok is holding on to that ultimate. He wants to make sure it's up in these larger engagements. Or at least that's my best guess, because he definitely could have gotten probably could have gotten a kill there, I should say, with the Windrunner. But electing to save it. The tower is in deny range, so I'd expect to see that denied.
Yeah, so one tower deny for either side, fairly even for that. In terms of tower being destroyed here, Radiant is really far away from the Roshan at this point. There's a tier 2 tower in the mid lane that they get TP to, but now the Dire fully have the Dire advantage for Roche. Tier 1 is very low on the bot, but they still have the tier 2 bot and tier 2 mid. And the reason that tower is so important in a game like this, I feel like neither team really have enough physical DPS to bring down Roche in a very quick and effective manner. So more tower closer to Roshan pit is very important for any Roshan engagement, Roshan steals, buyback during Roshan fights. So important.
Let's take another look at the item progression here. We do see double headdress up for the Radiant. Guessing we'll see Enigma go for the mechanism, Darkseer for the pipe. That's the normal progression. Not that they're anywhere near it. Riki, however, is very close to a diffusal blade, only about 1,000 gold away, which is going to be really fast. We saw the power of Riki the last time Korok played him. If he gets that diffusal blade in a timely fashion, and he's able to position himself properly, he could just wipe the other team. And there's no running from that Riki. These Dire heroes are not that escapable. Sure, you've got the Panda with the ultimate, Windrunner with Windrun, but everyone else is just food for Riki. So if you start losing a fight, you're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, at this point, the game is fairly even, but I gotta say, in an even game like this, it favors the Radiant side. I feel like the Dire situation, they picked heroes for better laning. They got a couple of easy early kills and maybe easy early towers, but they're not really getting themselves any decisive lead. They'll try to get one right now with the Roshan, but I don't think the Radiant will really let them do so. Diabolic Edict and Spitter is popped for it. Again, this is not enough physical damage, and the entire Radiant team, they know, and they're coming. I don't know what Nikwa's doing. Nikwa's a little bit lagging behind. They do have the Ravage, they do have the Black Hole, and they need everyone to come in. Here comes the Roche. Everyone's going to back out in a timely fashion. And really, I think Keita took a little bit too long time to actually do anything about it. No, they're gonna go right back in, and here comes the Tidehunter Ravage, gonna hit everyone. Vacuum on top, Black Hole on 5, Wombo combo. Okay.
Oh my god, that was brutal. I don't know how you can do Roshan without having an actual observer ward up. They did have a sentry to see the smoke, but they didn't have any vision outside the pit, and man, that was just so painful to watch. There's an Aegis on Riki, there's his Diffusal Blade. We're probably going to see at least one more tower go down as well. Sure, they used all the ults, but if you got a team wipe and a Roshan, totally worth it.
That ain't Falco, that wasn't just the Roche, now it's going to be the tier 2 mid. A big win here for Team Keita. This is a best of 3 series for anyone that's watching right now, but game 1, whew, now a decisive lead for Keita, and of course you can now get items such as Blink Daggers on, of course, Quicks. Oh, we have teleportation coming in, another teleport, Mass TP, they're gonna get Cloud right under. Some buyback into some epic defense, never mind about the tier 2, they defended that one, but at what cost?
I don't think anyone fought back, they just respawned.
Oh, okay, we are 16 minutes in, so never mind.
But that being said, it is a good time to pick a fight. The Radiant have nothing available. Ravage is on cooldown, Black Hole's on cooldown. Darkseer, well actually he didn't even use his ult in that last fight because he doesn't have it yet. But no Shadow Shaman wards either. So that would have been a good time to pick a fight, but with that many TPs into one tower, they just take too long. For anyone who doesn't know, when you all TP into the same tower, each TP takes a little bit longer than the last one. So you end up not all arriving in a timely fashion. Radiant was able to backroll.
As we see, Riki picks up a solo kill against a Crystal Maiden, gonna port out immediately. Sorry for missing that one, but yes, Riki will be continuing to do that. Ogre Club gets picked up and 300 gold in the bank. Tidehunter, let's see what item he's got. Pretty much nothing, gonna be going for Arcane Boots as his next item choice, I assume. Nikwa, let's see what he's got. He's got the hood and be very close to that pipe. Enigma is gonna be working for a mecha, I do assume, and Blink on Shadow Shaman, as expected.
There's your initiation. I mean, now you've got a Riki with the Diffusal and an Aegis, a Shadow Shaman with the Blink. Tidehunter's had the Ravage, and it'll continue to be useful. You've also have Surge to help set him up, or anyone else, so the Radiant looking extremely scary now. Whenever their ults are up, I think they can all just push, and the only thing that'll be standing between them and lots of kills and towers is that Panda ult, so you can bait it, back off, and then go again.
Yeah, definitely the Panda ult. It's such an important tool, but if you mess it up, you know, you're gonna lose your only weapon against it. You know, we have the enemy side going in, the Radiant going into the Dire jungle to get themselves a little bit more territory. Mikey puts up a very, I guess, a deep ward in this situation to scope out the Ancient on the enemy side of the map. Meanwhile, they're looking like they want to push for tier 2, get a couple ganks going on. They will see Nikwa on the mid lane, but I don't think they can get it. Yeah, Panda doesn't have his blink yet. I do believe he's working on it right now. Although it might be actually a better choice to go for a point booster. I think they need survivability at this point.
He's you know, you'd think he's tanky. He's got 1300 health. He's got 8 armor. He's got that Panda ult. The problem is Riki does a crap load of damage, and they have a lot of stuns on the Radiant.
Yeah,
so
and
while Panda should be able to survive, he's not. I'm thinking they're going to need some Force Stabs. Maybe a Ghost Scepter. Gem is up on the Shrek, by the way. Going to be useful for dewarding. Also, might be able to spot out that Riki. Even if they do, because he has the Aegis, though, they can easily turn a fight around. Well, I say easily. They don't have that many towers to TP to, but if they're able to get there in time, it could be a huge turnaround. So that gem's going to be crucial in the upcoming fights. Again,
like, to reiterate your point, 8 armor, 1300 HP. He's public enemy number 1 for the Radiant right now. If you get a Hex, Shackle, a couple hundred HP makes a big difference of whether you're getting the ultimate off and you win a team fight, or you just die and you lose a team fight. That's a big difference. And I'm not sure whether they actually need an initiation right now from the Blink, but if that's what it's going for, we'll see whether it's going to work out. A big smoke gang, kind of not doing too much of anything, wasting a precious, 40 seconds of farm time. Wall Eater is having a time of his life on the top lane. Both teams gathering in that position. Everyone's ultimate is up. We're going to see a big team fight.
That's certainly the Radiant's hope. They're streaming towards the middle lane right now. No, they're going to go back to top. Panda might be the target here. It looks like he's about to get caught. Korok's going to have to pop this ult in short fashion, or he is going to go down. Blink, Hex, Cloud. Okay, he's actually disabled. Not able to drop that ult. Will he buy back? Last hit Magic TP's into that and does go down immediately. 2 heroes down. They can't defend this. They have to get out before anyone else dies. Panda's buyback, but he really doesn't want to blow it right now, and that's going to be a tier 2.
Yep, that's a tier 2, and possibly a tier, you could go for the tier 2 mid as well if they want to go for Rax. I think they can. You still have your Vacuum, you still have your Serpents, you still have your Ravage. I say they go for it.
They also have a mechanism and a pipe. Darkseer just picked up the pipe.
Oh, man.
Enigma picked up the mechanism. So this team fight lineup, also really strong pushing lineup right now. Shadow Shaman wards drop. Everyone being very aggressive and confident on the Radiant. They can afford to do this because of their initiation. Painted Gold getting caught out, clouded, disabled by Riki. Tidehunter able to bring him, drop the Ravage there, and then a
what?
in the middle of the team.
What?
Kidding me? Oh my god.
Can you get any more anticlimactic?
I mean, it wasn't looking good for Gosu, or ex-Gosu, I'm not gonna lie, but what a time to pause. Well, it gives us a chance to analyze this situation. Last hit magic, dead. Mikey in a lot of trouble. Windrunner, probably fine. Oh, and Gem was dropped, by the way.
Oh, they're just chilling under the smoke. I hear that TP sound. Who's actually TPing in? Is that Enchantress TPing in? I don't know.
That's
Panda TPing in. He actually got an ultimate. He could turn this one around, maybe. There's a reconnect. Alright, okay. Let's get that unpause and try to, you know, re-energize yourself for this coming in imminent. Ready. Man, let's go.
Poor last hit magic.
Not
so
amused.
much time to think about his impending doom. Oh, Riki is gonna clean.
They're gonna focus on Panda as he teleports in. It's Black Hole just used for him. Gonna try to focus him down. Kurok gets Shackle. He is gonna go down, but Painted Go comes in. Post Nova, 1 down, 2 down. Nico gets Shackle while eating a little bit of trouble as well. Serpent Ward's doing some damage. Painted Go runs away with very low HP. Same thing goes Nico. Power shot. That's not gonna hit us. At least splits the 2 people on the top lane here. While eating on the top lane will back off, and I think that really favored the Radiant side. They got a lot of time. As they favored the Radiant side, they lost 4. Okay.
Wow, that Panda ultimate, he had like, what, 100 HP when up. Painted Gold gonna go down here. Riki still has the Aegis. Could kill the Panda if he wants to. No, he's gonna back off. As he does drop the Aegis, will he die again is the question. Might be able to kill Korok with a blink. Looks like he's gonna back off. They still got the tower. I want to say that was about the best possible outcome for ex-Gosu, but it's still advantage Keita.
Well, how many buyback did that happen? When the...
I know Leshrac bought back. Or not, I think Leshrac and Panda both bought back.
Okay, so I mean, even though they won the fight, they're actually at the cost of a couple of heroes. Blink Dagger is finished on our Brewmaster. Meanwhile, BKB is going to be the item of choice for Shadow Shaman. The game is going to be slowed down a little bit. This is time for both teams to try to get a couple of ganks off, because you know the ultimates is not going to be back online for a bit. Let's see if which team is going to be defensive. Which team feels like, oh man, we can't fight without our ultimate. Might be the Keita squad, but you do have Riki, and he's journeying across the river. There is a gem on the Windrunner, so you probably don't want to go, you know, too deep.
Don't want to do what he's doing right now. Is he going to run into someone? No, it looks like last hit magic is off in no man's land. This is probably going to be a free kill. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Quick's going to get caught out. The game is lagging again. Yeah, Quick's going to go down on the Shadow Shaman. Quick's going to go down. Okay, Quick's goes down. But Wall Eater gets a return kill, so I would say that's fine for Keita. You know, you do lose your Shadow Shaman, but hey, you're stopping the push. Enchantress down. Looks like ex-Ghosty going to back up.
Keita's got himself a Black King bar in addition to 800 gold. It's going to be farming away the entire gang squad on his ass. We'll be able to make it out. He's going to just teleport out. Shaco shutting and not even nearby. So Riki dodges that one. Meanwhile, his team is going to be farming. Tidehunter trying to find himself level 11. Darkseid trying to get closer to level 16 as well. He hasn't had Surge Max just yet. Good choice of choosing the Max Vacuum in a game like this because, well, you know, it's the name of the game is the team fight. And it seems like the Dire want to take that tier 2 bot. Seems like no one wants to defend that either.
Well, the Radiant's going to sort of siege this out. They're not committing any heroes to it. Riki's going to make his way over there. Might be able to kill last hit magic again, honestly. If he shows up to this tower by himself, he's just asking to die. But for now, Wall Eater really being aggressive. And I think maybe some sentry wards littered randomly on the map would be helpful.
Well, they have a gem. Of
course, Crystal Maiden is... Right, but you can't see him coming unless you're already there.
That's definitely true.
So, you know, I don't know. Crystal Maiden's definitely been... Mikey's been spending a lot of money on wards already. So I'm sure he'd love to continue littering the map, but pretty poor.
Wall Eater on the high ground scoping out enemy heroes, despite the fact that enemy does have a gem. Seems like Radiant is looking to push bot, meanwhile the Dire wanting to defend mid. That's not going to work out.
5 heroes grouped up bottom. They're going to go for this tier 1 tower. It's both teams so close to each other. The high ground advantage going to the Radiant, and wisely, it's ex-Ghost who's not going to try to fight up that high ground. As I say that, it looks like Korok is going to go in.
No, no, just kidding. No, Mikey, don't do it, Mikey, no! Mikey, no! 2 hits! He's gonna go down, and Ball Eater goes back up the hill. It's like, oh, bro.
Well, this is going to be a tier 2 tower. I mean, not that Crystal Maiden is that important, but hey, you need every bit of nuke you can get right now. That's going to be a tier 2 tower. Will they push for the high ground? I think they should rotate top if they want to go for racks, as the tier 3 tower is already down there.
Yep. So the question is, with all your ultimate on, are you going to keep on pushing? It seems like they're going to push a different lane this time. Top tier 1 tower, the base tower is gone, but they want to push bot. War is dropped. They want this tower. Of course, Karok now had to blink. Oh, 2-man shackle. This is the way to go. No, they don't want to go, and the pipe is popped. They have the mech ready as well. Tower is going to get sieged, and it's dropping very, very quickly. Okay.
Free tier 3. I guess EZstyle only going to defend the racks here. Riki going in super aggressively into 4 heroes. He does pop the BKB. They have no response for this. Riki just going to absolutely murder Painted Gold. Huge Ravage coming out from Tidehunter. 2 kills for Riki. 3 kills for Riki. No, he's not going to go on for that 3rd kill. They're going to go for the racks. Panda did pop his ultimate in the back lines, but Enigma's still very healthy. He's got the black hole once this Panda ult is over, so that's going to be racks, and they can rotate top. Or they can just back off and go for Roshan, as he will be respawning shortly.
Well, the racks might not be over yet. Karok's still not dropping his ultimate. Finally, no, he did already use it. My bad. What am I saying? Last hit magic very low. He's going to be trying to drop out. No, he does go down. Karok is going to get focused down the cloud, preventing him to run away. While either very low HP Age is already done. Von Jaja, very low HP as well. Painted Gold just running in 1v3, 1v4. He's going to be low. Black Hole is going to be dropped just for him. Some one-man Black Hole. Vacuum comes right back, but the Panda attacks. And the cloud doing mad amount of damage. Karok's gonna get silenced again. He's not gonna be hitting anything. He's gonna go down as well. Wall Eater barely alive. Gonna focus on Mikey. Mikey's gonna go down. GG. Go next. Quick game number 1. Going to Team Keita.
Was that ever a quick game? 26 minutes. It actually felt a little bit longer just because it was so action-packed. But a really decisive victory for a lineup that really wanted to go to the mid to late game. So well played by Keita. That Roshan fight. Talk about game changing. I mean, you see it in the gold graph, and you know, that Roshan fight. All of a sudden, it was even, and suddenly they're just dominating in terms of gold, in terms of experience, in terms of towers, and ultimately they win the game off of that.
Well, that was game number 1. This is a best of 3 series, so we have game 2 and game number 3 coming up right now. When I say, you know, right now, I mean like after that menu screen.
Yeah, so here's your final scoreboard, guys. That was game number 1 between Keita and EZstyle. This is for the DreamHack qualifiers. Keita leading 1-0 as we head into game number 2. LD and Luminous signing off. Look forward to game number 2 momentarily.